Alright, for the 1000th time, I'm going to try this. All kinds of problems with audio syncing with the screen, and when I'm clicking, I'm talking somewhere else, and the screen hasn't changed yet. I think I got the settings finally working right. So, this company, I got to start from the beginning. So, the North American Water and Power Alliance, NAWAPA. This is some kind of conglomerate alliance of different companies that want to make this giant water structure here to pipeline it in all the way down through the Alaska down to Canada. It'll feed all of Canada, all the way through here in the United States, and then down into Mexico. The entire, basically, North American continent. But I think there's more going on here than just this water thing. I think we're talking about major infrastructure projects, period, with what I'm going to show you next. So keep this name in mind, the North American Water and Power Alliance. Now, let me show you this. This document has been filed with several government organizations. You can screenshot this or stop the video at any time to see what this is. UCC approval sheet, etc. Scroll down here. Comments, public finance with assignment. So this appears to be some kind of public finance deal, right? Acknowledgement sent to these parties here. Department of Homeland Security, Defense, etc. This was July 28, 2011. There was a newer version of this, or some kind of amendment or something, on August something or another 2011, and I believe it fixed this problem right here. Which, first, let me scroll up. Debtor's exact full name. This is the person who goes into debt. The Federal Reserve System. Now that's interesting. Since when are they a debtor to anything? They're the ones who create money. But that's okay. See instructions, and then there's this number here. There's an extra comma. It should be a period, and I think that's what got fixed on the August whatever date 2011 sheet that I'll show you in a minute. It's not supposed to be $14 quadrillion. It's supposed to be 14.3 trillion. Additional debtor, United States of America. Secured parties, the United States Treasury. Down here, this financing statement is to be filed of a record in the real estate records. Oh, that's interesting. Real estate, huh? Check mark here, which is AG lien, agricultural lien. And you'll see that in full in a second. Name of first debtor, again, Federal Reserve System, additional debtors. And see, here's a little note here, 300 billion. I don't know where this comes from, but this is 14.3. Did this used to be 14 trillion plus the 300? I don't know. You scroll down. You'll see where I'm going in a minute. Additional debtors, U.S. Department of Defense, Finance and Accounting Services. Why are all of these agencies being put on here for one thing? And I don't know the answer to that. Additional secured parties, assigners S/P's name. North American Water and Power Alliance. North American Water and Power Alliance. Here we go again. There it is. So, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Here's an even better part. This financing statement covers such and such, which aren't checked, is filed as a fixture filing description of real estate. As all real men with hands and legs and all real land in the United States of America. Again, this should be not quadrillion, this should be 14 trillion. With trust and hold on. Okay, go out there. With trust in God, this real estate is with the public. Now, why is with trust in God thrown in here? What financial statement have you ever filled out, whether it be a loan application, a credit card application, the mortgage to your house, did it ever say with trust in God in capital letters everywhere? This real estate is with the public. Is that them like throwing something in our face right now? Like, you bozos are trusting in God that's going to save you when we're done demolishing your country? And God you can trust, but you can trust in him all you want. We're coming to destroy you. Is that what they're trying to say here? Being a little sarcastic? I don't know, but that's very odd that this is in here. Next part, additional collateral description out of many, and it says all 50 states, one real estate unit, entity, the United States of America. First name, whoever this is, Everton Rocha. Is this like the circuit court guy, judge, clerk of the circuit court? I don't know who this is. We'll have to research that later. So, I'm going to scroll down to the next page, and this is just that same chart I showed you a second ago, which is these guys. I'll show you. Go ahead and show you the chart though. You know, where you can see where they want to run these pipelines. All right, so let me go back. You saw that document. I'm going to close that. Go to my desktop, and I'm going to go to, I think, this one here, which is part of it. Maryland Department of Assessments and Taxation. Maryland, by the way, was also on the list of people in another one. It may be this one. Debtor information, Federal Reserve, the United States, the Department of Defense Finance, and Comptroller of Maryland. This was added as an addendum or an amendment. Actually, an amendment. Secured party, the USA Department of Treasury. Again, that one company, North American Water and Power Alliance, and then the IRS, which is interesting, isn't it? But I want to show you something even more interesting than that. Here's where they added Comptroller of Maryland to this. Here's the amount, and again, it's supposed to be 14.3 trillion, not quadrillion. Notice down here it says agricultural lien, 1101. Here's the address, Rockville, whatever, Maryland. But notice this part, Comptroller of Maryland, and then it says mailing address, Bank of America, 1101 Woodton Parkway. I looked this up online. This is to the Bank of America address for sure. So I started thinking to myself, this total is $14.3 trillion. The Webbot said recently, the owner of it said, we're about to get had again, big time. If you thought all the trillions of dollars they've scammed since 9/11, the 2.3 trillion, the $3 or $4 trillion war in the Middle East, the Baylor Bank out, which has turned into multiples of trillions. The next big one is approximately 16.5 trillion, that they're going to do something again. The average person is going to accept it and say, yep, that's, you know, whatever it is, it happened, and the money went there, whatever, and they'll just accept it, hook, line, and sinker. Those of us are awake, according to Webbot, he said, you will know exactly what it is. It doesn't mean it's going to have to be a 9/11 event or terrorist attack, but it's something that's going to take trillions upon trillions upon trillions, somewhere around $16 trillion from us under the guise of something or some event or something, and the average sheep will just accept it by hook, line, sinker, while the rest of us figure out what it is immediately and say, oh, we saw that coming, we knew that was it, and that's a scam. And then the second thought we're going to have is, wow, is that all they got? Really? Was that it? Was that like the finale of them doing it? Pathetic, kind of. Maybe not pathetic, but you know, that's the kind of wording. So, Bank of America may be the entity that handles the dispersion of the $14.3 trillion listed here to give out to this corporation right here and all of their alliance group members and all of the employees that they would employ to completely rebuild America, run this water pipeline and all kinds of infrastructure projects. And the fees that Bank of America would get for just handling $14.3 trillion would make your head spin of how filthy rich they could get off of just handling the fees, handling the money dispersion alone. Example was JP Morgan, no bid contract, got to handle the TARP funds, which was approximately $800 billion, and they made several $100 million in profit just for handling that and dispersing that money to the banks that needed it, including themselves, of course. They also get a tiny percentage every time anybody with food stamp card, EBT swipe card, swipes it. You know how they always charge you 1%, 2% at the damn, thing that you swipe. That fee goes to JP Morgan, free and clear. They got the no bid contract. They're handling all that money that the government puts into their bank to start with, that people will then use to swipe their cards and use. So this Bank of America, if what I'm telling you is true, and by the way, I'm not telling you that what I'm telling you is true. I want to share this with you. You can come to your own conclusion, and let me go here with you. Warren Buffett just put $5 billion into Bank of America while the stock was tanking. And then it took a brutal another tanking very recently. As a matter of fact, like last week, this week we're still actually in right now. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all week long it was pretty crappy for all the bank stocks. And he just dumped and lost $5 billion? No way. Now maybe if he had inside information that Bank of America was going to be the one in charge of the money, which means the amount of profit they'll be making just for handling the $14.3 trillion, he's fixing to make a massive profit on his $5 billion investment. But of course, only inside information would allow him to know that. And I had another thought. Because Bank of America was forced... Hang on. Back. since Bank of America was forced to take Countrywide, basically shotgun married off, and now Bank of America is seeing losses that from Countrywide and the lawsuits and everything that turd gave them has cost them about $25 billion. That's the kind of losses Bank of America has seen because of Countrywide. What if during that meeting with the CEO of Bank of America, they said, listen, you're going to take over a couple of these companies, one of them being Countrywide. You're going to take massive losses. There's going to be lawsuits that get thrown onto you because you took them over. You're going to settle. Go ahead. You're going to lose a lot of money. But we're going to make your reward so bountiful in the near future that you won't be able to thank us enough for allowing this shotgun marrying of this turd of a company, Countrywide, to you guys, even though you're taking a loss now. We're going to give you the entire Rebuilding of America program. The money in the trillions and trillions of dollars will go into your bank. And you will disperse the funds, and by handling it, you're going to make so many billions of dollars in profit, it'll make your head spin. It'll wipe off all of the losses you've ever had, and then some, because you're going to make some massive money. What if that took place? Just saying. Just going to throw that out there. And if this does take place, again, the sheeple will accept it in a second because it puts all of America basically back to work. It rebuilds much torn up, needed infrastructure, but it costs $14.3 trillion. Not on your life or my life would building that water pipeline and rebuilding all of America's infrastructure cost anywhere even remotely tiny close to $14.3 trillion. So that, I think, is what the Webbot's talking about. This could be the thing that's soon to come that rapes us of 14, which it said it'll be around 16 trillion. This could be it. And those of us who just use the example I just did, saying there's no way this would ever cost us $14.3 trillion. That's our entire national deficit that we built up over 240 years of being in existence. And all of a sudden that's going to cost to rebuild the infrastructure just alone? No way. But the average person will accept it because they want a job. They want the stock market to go back up to meet new highs. There will be euphoria all over the world again. The markets will hit new highs. Gold and silver will also hit new highs. The gold and silver bugs will be happy too. Oh my God. And Bank of America stockholders, are they in for a treat? If this, what I'm showing you right now, is true. I just put some of these pieces together. This is a massive amount of money. It's tied to real estate. It's called an agricultural lien. And this is incredible. Because a lot of the water pipeline system that they want to build that I was just showing you on this page is strictly used for agricultural reasons. Dried out areas, they want to pump water to them. That's the gist of it. So anyways, check this out. Do a little research if you want on your own. If you come up with anything interesting that I haven't covered here, of course, let me know. But this could be a major event. And it's not to say it's going to happen this month, next month, the month after, beginning of 2012. They may want the dollar and everything to collapse first. This could happen in 2013 or something. I don't know. But it sure as heck needs to happen soon, obviously, because look at where the country's going and the unemployment is raging rampant. So that's all I got for you. Take care.